A few years ago, I was at a hospital and I was looking for a patient's room number. I went up the elevator to the correct floor and I started walking up and down hallways and I could not find this patient's room number. And finally, I asked one of the employees of the hospital where this room was located, and they said, well, you're on the right floor, but you're in the wrong tower. You see, what had happened is this hospital, like most hospitals, had been added on to over the years. And even though I was on the right floor, the floor that I was on did not connect to the area that I needed in the hospital. So I had to go down the elevator, down along the hallway, and up another elevator to get to the right spot. I spent all that time looking for the right thing in the wrong place. As bad as that is in our lives to do things like that, I wonder how many of us are looking for the right thing in the wrong places in a spiritual sense. We're looking for things that will satisfy our hearts. We're looking for things that will fulfill our lives, but many times our heart begins to look for those things in the wrong places. We look for it in our job, or we look for it in financial security, or we look for it in popularity. But the Apostle Paul addressed this issue because our hearts tend to look for the right thing in the wrong places. In Colossians chapter 3, verse 1, he says this, "If then you have been raised up with Christ, keep seeking the things above, where Christ is seated at the right hand of God. Set your mind on the things above, not on the things that are on earth." Paul would tell us, if he were here today, that when we think about using our time, he would say, use your time looking for the right thing in the right place. If you are a follower of Jesus, he says, find your security in the heavenly things. Find your popularity with God. Find everything that is most important to you in the things of God. Paul would say, don't waste your time on the things here on earth, but seek the things that are above. I just want you to ask yourself a question. Maybe there's a hobby, maybe there's something that consumes a lot of your time. And just simply ask yourself, in 100 years, will what I'm doing matter? And if the answer is no, then maybe begin to seek the satisfaction and the security that you're looking for in the things of God. So I want to encourage you to use your time in the things that matter most, in the things that will last the longest. Seek the things above, not the things here on earth.